The U.S. Biathlon team took one final trip south from Nové Mesto to Pokljuka, Slovenia for the penultimate World Cup stop of the 2025 season before heading north to Norway for the finale in Oslo. Downpouring rain and thick slush created extreme conditions for the women's 12.5-kilometer short individual. Before this season, France's Julia Simon had never won an individual competition format, but today, she sliced through the slush and knocked down all 20 shots to win back-to-back individual events following her individual world title from Lenzerheide. Sweden's Hanna Öberg had the win in her grasp, going 19 for 19 and leading, but dropped her final shot to end up second for her second podium of the season in as many weeks. World Cup overall leader Franziska Preuss of Germany trailed France's Lou Jean Monod by 55 points in the race for the individual Crystal Globe. Jean Monod came into Pokljuka unbeaten in the World Cup individuals this year, but Preuss shot perfectly to finish on the final podium spot, while Jean Monod missed two and finished in 7th on the day. It was for Jean Monod enough, though, to take home the small Crystal Globe as the best individual athlete by 31 points over Preuss. She takes the Crystal Globe home to France. Didier Irwin missed 2 shots in the first standing and was perfect for the other 3 stages to finish 36th for Team USA. Chloe Levins hit 17 for 20 to finish 60th, while Margie Freed missed 8 to finish 89th, and Lucy Anderson missed a total of 12 to finish in 92nd for Team USA. The host country's 70-year-old Slovenian Jakub Fak hadn't won a World Cup in 10 years. He persevered, though, through horrible weather and even worse track conditions on home ground to shoot perfectly, ski incredibly against the field, and win his 9th World Cup of his career. Sturla Holm Lagerreid missed in the final stage to fall to second, 34 seconds behind Falk, and Martin Ponsaloma slayed his shooting demons once and for all, hitting 18 for 20 to finish third and on the podium. Lagerreid's podium finish pushed him past Endre Stromsheim and Vebjørn Sørum to take home the small Crystal Globe for the individual competition, a globe he won 4 years ago. He also moved past Johannes Stignes Bø to take the yellow bib and the lead in the men's World Cup overall standings. Campbell Wright led Team USA in 32nd with 3 misses on the day, while Jake Brown shot the same and finished 43rd, and Maxime Germain missed 5 to finish in 77th. France's Eric Perrault outskied, outshot, and simply outlasted the field on a miserably wet gray day of slow skiing and shooting through wet sleet. Sturla Holm Lagerreid and Sebastian Samuelsson took the early control of the race with over half the field clean from the first shooting stage. Campbell Wright left shooting 2 tucked into the lead group of 5 after hitting all 10 prone targets, but that's when Quentin Fillon-Maillet forced the pace and only Perrault seemed ready for it. Perrault and Fillon-Maillet remained on another level the rest of the race, skiing away from the rest of the field, but each missed 1 shot on the last shooting stage, while Lagerreid, who had missed on the 3rd stage, cleaned. Meanwhile, Francis Claude and Samuelsson missed 1 and 3 respectively, dropping out of the picture. Lagerreid suddenly trailed the 2 Frenchmen out of the shooting range by just 15 seconds and closed to within 8 seconds in the first half of the final lap. Wright, meanwhile, dropped a minute back approaching the final shoot, still in 6th behind the 3 Frenchmen, Samuelsson and Lagerreid, but missed 2, dropping him out of the top 10 into 14th. Lagerreid's charge proved futile on the last loop as the ski race between Perrault and Fillon-Maillet heated up, but it was the understudy who took the win from the wily veteran, who seemed to have no answer on the final meters. As Perrault took the victory, Fillon took 2nd and Lagerreid struggled in for 3rd. Campbell Wright ended the day hitting 17 for 20 in 16th spot at the finish, the only American in the field of 30. Switzerland's duo of Aita Gasparin and Nicholas Hartweg used 7 extra rounds to shock the field with Switzerland's first ever relay win of any kind at the World Cup level. Didier Irwin for Team USA used 2 extra rounds in her first shift to tag to Campbell Wright in 11th at the first exchange, 25.4 seconds off of the leaders, Finland. Wright then shot clean in his first leg and tagged back to Irwin at exchange number 2 in 8th place, in a congested leaderboard just 17 seconds out of the lead. Irwin used just 1 extra round in her second leg, tagging in 7th in mathematical reality of the podium places. Nicholas Hartweg, meanwhile, at the front led comfortably out of the final shoot to win, not in any real doubt, while the final standing shoot was a tight fight between Sweden, France, Finland, Austria, and the United States. Wright missed at the critical point to hang on to the teams truly fighting it out for the 2nd and 3rd spots. The final laps of skiing was a thriller as Tero Seppala charged past Emilien Jacquelin of France and Justus Estrela of Germany, while Nélin edged him to the line, with Sweden 2nd and Finland in 3rd behind the victorious Switzerland. Wright caught Strelo for the United States, but could not get past Jacquelin for France, finishing 4th with the United States in 5th. France struggled early as Jean Richard, their first leg, visited the penalty loop in shooting 2, tagging in 14th place, a minute behind Norway and Sweden at the front after just the first leg. But France started digging out from there, with Ocean Michelin moving back up to 3rd by the 2nd exchange, but still 38 seconds back of the leaders. In leg 3, Eric Perrault erased the gap entirely by his first clean shooting prone stage to leave nearly tied with Norway in 2nd, then took the lead by himself in front of Ponsaloma from Sweden and Dale Shelvdale of Norway, shooting perfectly from the standing position, then tagging tied with Sweden for the lead at the final exchange. Sebastian Samuelsson, using just one extra round on his leg, then pulled away from Quentin Fillon-Maillet of France as he struggled from the prone, shooting slowly using all of his extra rounds and losing time. From there, it was a checkmate for Sweden. Fillon-Maillet left the final shooting stage in a fight with Isaac Frey of Norway, then pulled away in the final meters to take second for France, and Norway finishing in third. Team USA led with Chloe Levens, who shot perfectly to tag Margie Fried in 15th place. Fried would need just 2 extra rounds to tag Jake Brown in the same position. Jake Brown used 1 extra round, tagging Maxime Germain in 13th, and Maxime Germain took the team home using a single extra round, crossing the finish line in 12th place, the United States' best showing for the season in 2025 in the mixed relay. That closes out a wet and gray World Cup stop in Pokljuka. Everyone now needs to dry out as they head north for the final IBU World Cup stop on the hallowed grounds of Holmenkollen in Oslo, Norway.